All right. This is a test only. Test, test, test. Hello, fans, if you have tuned in already. Test, test, test. Say something. So far, so good. It is not my fan. It's you can borrow it. Can you say something one more time, Sean?
Yeah. Sure,
Just
sure.
keep talking.
Sure. Okay. Okay. I'm really glad we didn't hijack the fan. It's just like Dad's that we have, but it's not battery powered. This one's plugged in. Oh, it's not very strong. Yeah. Just gets a little bit of air movement, I guess. Yeah, for a space like this, that's nice. Sean, yeah. No, sister.
I mean, I'm gonna hold on. Oh,
Good. Hello? What? I can't. I'm talking. Can you hear me? Oh, because I can't hear. Yeah, so this was either the spring of '83 or the spring of '82. Churchill Junior High. I don't know. Yeah, right.
test, test,
Oh
test.
wait. Wait, can you hear me?
Yes. Can
Yeah,
you
yeah,
hear me?
yeah. I can hear you.
Okay, good.
All
I
right, we're
think
all
I.
good.
All right. Let's see if this picks up. Hello, Cub fans. Just testing some things out. Yeah. Okay.
Hello, hello,
Put it closer to your mouth. There you
hello.
go. Okay, good. Keep talking.
All right. Just let me know when I'm okay to stop. 15 minutes? Are you going first, or what's going on here?
Okay.
What do we do?
And we are back at U of D, at UAD's home field, as UAD takes on Seaholm for the second game of the season, as UAD is lining up to take the kickoff with Seaholm returning. Michael Schubeck here with me. What do you want to see during this game?
You know, I want to see some good defense. We all know Seaholm loves to run the football. If we can just pounce on that all game, I think we'll be right on top of it.
Yeah, it sounds like UAD is confident this year that they will beat Seaholm after an overtime loss last year for the Cubs. But now Kevin Whitlow kicking off for UAD. And he runs up, kicks the ball to the 10-yard line, fielded by Seaholm. Reversing fields, but dropped at the 15-yard line. Fantastic tackle as the Cubs pin Seaholm down at the 15-yard line. Fantastic jobs by the kick team for the Cubs.
Yeah, big tackle here early on. They got to go full length of the field here if they want something here.
Yeah, and Seaholm's known for running the ball almost every single play. They've got some big guys. Their quarterback, Colin Kinney, big agility. He can definitely run through a couple guys. And you know their running back, his brother, twin, Brandon Kinney, also a very big guy. So UAD's defense really needs to show out.
Here we go, first play. No surprise here, it's a run. Stuffed right up the middle.
Yeah, it looks like a gain of about 1 or 2 yards there for the Maples. It looks like UAD really guessed run there, crashing that line down. And it looks like Zach Green and Marquis Sagnaw in there for the tackle.
You're looking for big defense here. I think the only reason Seaholm might pass the ball is if it gets stuffed a couple times long third down, but I'm not gonna guess we're gonna see a whole lot of passing plays out of them.
Yeah, and Seaholm's known for throwing maybe 3 passes the entire game.
Remember last year they threw 1 and it was in overtime.
Yes.
Always out to the right.
A reverse play, breaking the tackle and dropped at the 30-yard line. First down for the Maples.
Big run there. Kind of lost him at the start. Didn't really see where the ball was. It looks like they kind of all converged to the middle and he was outside.
And we got a couple Seaholm parents chirping the student section right now.
I feel like it's already a long night here.
Yeah, first down. We got some parents getting a little bit frisky already towards the 7th graders in the student section. All right, now Colton Kinney to take the snap for the Maples here. Cubs are probably guessing run in
they
motion.
Would be correct.
And it is a run outside.
Oh, stuffed!
Absolutely stuffed by the UAD defense with a gain of probably 1 yard there on the keeper by Colton Kinney.
Big hit. You know, you got to get that tone set early. A couple big hits here, kind of knock them off their feet.
Yeah, now Brandon Kinney checking in. Looks like he's a guy that they just run straight up the middle.
You know, I think we're going to take a huge guess here, JJ, and go for another run play here from Seaholm.
I would say so. It looks to be about 2nd and 7 here for the Maples as they run it up the middle. Ball's on the ground, kicked around and recovered by UAD. Recovered by UAD.
It's going the
and
other
the
way.
Cubs are celebrating. Seaholm parents are absolutely not loving it. And the Cubs recover a fumble to start the game.
7th graders in the parents' face of the Seaholm. Seaholm parents are getting chirped by these 7th graders over here. Devastating play there.
It looks like the Seaholm offense is
a little shaky.
Yeah, not what you want to see to start the game.
He was hit straight away. Even if he didn't fumble, it was a 1 yard gain, so they weren't getting very far.
But Jesuit now on offense with Anwar Carter taking the snap at quarterback. And he's got Dante Banks and Elijah to his left and right on the outside, but as a run up the middle for Cato, and he gets about 2 or 3 yards there for Cato. And Schubeck, what do you think it will take? What do you think it will take, Schubeck, for the Cubs to get a couple scores here?
Well, I think you kind of start them off with the run, see if they bite, and then you go for an outside little pass play. There you got Elijah Dotson on the outside there. I feel like he can create some space pretty easily against these.
Yeah, these outside receivers for the Cubs are very good as Carter takes the snap, throws the screen all the way over to Cato, and Cato breaks the tackle, and he gets to about the 24-yard line for Cato.
Cubs 4 yards shy of that red zone area. Looking for that first down, put themselves in prime scoring. Looking to kind of take advantage of this fumble position here.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised here if Cato got a handoff up the middle. He's a very strong runner. And now Anwar looking over at the sideline to see what play they're going to call here. He's got Hearns, Gauman, Banks, and Dotson out.
Dotson out wide, one-on-one it looks like, unless that safety drops back.
And it's a run up the middle by Cato, and it looks like he definitely has a first down there.
Powerful. We've not seen a big pass by the Cubs. Obviously that screen pass there, but nothing really too huge.
Yeah, and it is 1st and 10 for the Cubs here. They're moving the ball pretty effectively 3 plays in, and Cato doing a fantastic job that drive. But Gilkey now checking in at the running back position.
Here go Carter, take the snap here. Again, looking like one-on-one coverage on the outside. I wouldn't be surprised if they're right up the middle.
And that's Gilkey up the middle for a gain of maybe 3 there.
Slow tempo here for the Cubs. Not starting off big, trying to reserve it with the run game here. Obviously, you got 2 powerful running backs.
Yeah. And, it's a smart play for the Cubs offense here. They're going to run. Seaholm's going to think they're going to run again, and you're just going to find one of your great receivers out on the outside.
Exactly. There's so much explosiveness on that outside, just a matter of time before, here we go, Anwar drops back.
Yeah, Carter scrambling
out. He's got some movement.
Making a couple great moves and finding... Oh, that's a pass interference.
There it is.
That is a terrible defensive job by the Maples right there, hitting Gauman way before he catches the ball, but we are luckily seeing Gauman get right back up after getting blindsided. And it looks like a couple of Seaholm parents are screaming back at the 7th graders again.
These 7th graders are getting rowdy out here. They're going in at them.
Yeah,
though.
It sounded like the parent really did not think that was pass interference, but Linus didn't even touch the ball and got blown up.
No, he was hit probably a couple seconds before that football was near him.
Yeah, so flags on the play, 1st and 10 after the defensive pass interference. The Cubs now moving up the field. Score is still 0-0 in this game.
Cubs knocking on the door, though, here at the 10-yard line. Had decent amount of success on that pass play. Linus was open there. If the ball was thrown and he was not pass interfered with, he probably would have come down with that ball.
Yeah. And Carter doing a fantastic job on that play to just escape the pressure, moving those legs. And now a handoff to Cato, who gets maybe a yard there. Good job by the Maples defense to stuff them there.
They've ran Cato a number of times here. I think that they just keep his pace up, keep getting him in yards, going to just open more opportunities up on that outside every time.
Yeah, and I think Carter, if he gets the time in the pocket, which he did not get that last play, they could easily find an open receiver. Looking for a Matthew Blazjuski, the center for the Cubs, to set some good blocks here. And as Carter takes the snap, he looks for Dotson. Dotson receives the ball, and it's touchdown Cubs. Elijah Dotson coming on a comeback route, gets the ball way off his defender, and just runs into the end zone. Beautiful ball by Carter.
Way too much space there by the Seaholm defenders. He was standing wide open there on the corner.
I think it might have been man coverage, and Dotson just absolutely getting away from his defender, what we've seen him do all year, all last year. We know he can do that. But now Kevin Whitlow, the Cubs' new kicker this year, only a sophomore. He has been absolutely fantastic this whole season. Gauman taking the snap, and it is up, and it is right down the middle. Not a surprise. Kevin Whitlow pins another extra point. Cubs up 7-0 with 7 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the first quarter.
It was a great job by the Cubs taking advantage of that short field position there after the fumble. Great job on defense. Now right back again on defense. See if Seaholm sticks with the strategy of running the football, even though they just turn the ball over inside their own 30-yard line.
Yeah, so the Cubs obviously knew that they could take their time. They have all the time in the world. They get great field positioning. They're just going to run the ball a couple times, and when Seaholm thinks they're running again, they're going to pass the ball like we saw to Dotson on the comeback, and it was just a beautiful play. Great ball by Anwar Carter, and just a fantastic drive, probably set up by that pass interference by Seaholm.
But like we said earlier, that kind of run game at the beginning of that drive, kind of getting Cato in there for a couple yards, getting that first down, only running, I think kind of helped the Cubs with their absolutely great receiving core on the outside, getting the ball to them.
Yeah, and Cato has been a threat all year, and I don't think he played running back last year. I think he is just now starting to play running back, and him and Dakari Gilkey in the backfield next to Anwar Carter with Dotson on the outside. I mean, that's all you can really ask for in your offense.
Exactly. 7 minutes here in the first quarter. Cubs ready to kick off the Seaholm.
Yeah, Kevin Whitlow having some fantastic kicks all season. Now back again, Whitlow with a line drive into the back of the end zone, touchback for Seaholm. Whitlow with an absolute boomer off the foot
missile
there.
out of there.
Yeah, you can tell that guy plays soccer for sure.
That thing was not more than 20 feet off the
No,
ground, but
not
it
at
went
all.
the whole
Yeah,
way.
it did. And now Colton Kinney and his offense taking the field again. And some could call him a running back, some could call him a quarterback. He might be considered a running back that throws the ball a couple times a game, because this Seaholm offense does not like to pass. They got a couple big kids, and they just like to run it. But
Well, let's see if they stick with that here on this drive.
yeah, the thing that's going to – the defensive line for the Cubs is really, really going to have to be on par today if they want to succeed in stopping Seaholm. As it looks like there's a flag on the play. Waiting for the call from the refs here.
Personally, I didn't see anybody move early. 51 on Seaholm was pretty far up in the play, though. I don't know if he jumped early or not. No, defense.
Yeah, dead ball penalty, I think, on Marquise Sagna, number 13, one of the biggest kids out there, standing at about 6'5", and that defensive line is looking very scary this year. As we saw in the first game versus Oak Park, they had many sacks, got pressure on the quarterback every time, and stopped the run. But now Colton Kinney to take the snap as they put him in motion, and now...
Stuffed.
No, it looks like Colton kept the ball.
Broke through.
Looks like Colton Kinney, the quarterback, kept the ball.
Hit him at the line of scrimmage, just wasn't able to kind of bring him down.
Yeah, it looked like Seaholm runs these misdirection plays where they'll have one receiver in motion running behind, and they will fake either a jet sweep or they'll fake a handoff to their big back, Brandon Kinney, and then Colton will take the ball, and that's what really, really throws off every opponent.
Exactly. They can go any which way with the football running. The only issue is ball security for Seaholm. If they can keep the ball in their hands, they can drag out these long drives and wear your defense down. But see if the Cubs can hold on here, get a nice little stop.
Yep. And Kinney takes the snap, and he's going to keep it again. Colton Kinney is chopped down at about the 36-yard line. Another couple-yard gain. And obviously, if Seaholm runs the ball and chews all this clock, you've got a bunch of two-way players out there for UAD, like Elijah Dotson, Philip Cato, Dakari Gilkey, all play both sides of the ball, along with Dante Bakes, all play both sides of the ball. So, I mean, would fatigue play a factor in UAD if they have all these guys on both offense and defense?
I think so for sure. I think that you just got to take advantage of their run, try to stop them at the line, get out of there as fast as possible each time, let their offensive players get as much time to kind of recuperate in between each drive.
Yeah, and honestly, if I'm UAD, I'm sending everybody except someone guarding a receiver, because that chance that they pass is low. But Brandon Kinney is stuffed for maybe a half a yard gain.
Big tackle by Zach Green there, I think.
Yeah, Jez getting in there quick. Dotson's fired up.
Stuffed at the line there. Big play by the Jesuit. Third down here for Seaholm. Still 7-0 here. 5:20 left in the first.
Yeah, 3rd and 6 now for the Maples. And do you think they're running it? That's the real question. 3rd and 6 on their own 37-yard line.
That is the question, though. Will Seaholm run the ball here? Because if they run the ball, they run the risk of getting stuffed, and it's a longer punt for them. And Seaholm's punter could not kick it very far. You run the risk of a block punt here.
Yeah, I think I honestly think they're going to run some type of sweep here. Maybe kick someone to the outside, but there's a flag on the play. And it is on the Maples. Delay of game on the Maples, and that is going to back them up quite a bit.
And
Now the question of passing really comes into your head here. They don't have that room for a jet sweep where they can get 6 or 7. They need.
It looks like they need 10 here to get a first down. So it is 3rd and 10 for the Cubs. They need a huge stop here to keep the momentum they have right now.
Is in their normal set. They're going to run the sweep. He's going to drop back.
Oh,
He's
it looks
looking
like
to pass.
Kinney might pass the
He's
ball,
gonna
but no, he's
take
going
it.
to take it himself, and he is dropped by Zach Green.
Great tackle there, staying disciplined. Kind of expected that run from Kinney there.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic job. It looked like Kinney might have pulled that down and maybe tried to throw the ball, but of course not. They're going to run the ball again, and now the Cubs have Dotson back to return the punt. Seaholm punting the ball.
Dotson's dangerous.
Oh, he is very dangerous.
1 kick return touchdown this year, another that was called back.
Yeah, many returns last year as well.
Had one against Seaholm last year.
He did have one against Seaholm. He had one against the state champs De La Salle. It looks like they are punting a short punt down to about the 30-yard line, and Dotson's going to field it and gain maybe a yard after fielding it.
Yeah, kind of tough kick there. That punt did not go very far at all.
Not at all. It looks like Dotson's probably going to have to move up next time they want to punt, but also the risk of a short punt is while it's in the air, the defenders have so much time because they're so much closer that right when you field the punt, you could just get blown up.
Exactly. Then you run the risk of injury there, and it's not really worth
exactly.
it. But now we get the first view of U of D with a little space here, starting at their own 27 here. Looking to kind of go the full length of the field almost.
Yeah, but you know UD can, man. If Dotson gets out, gets one-on-one coverage, which it looks like he does have right now.
I think that safety is going to drop back. It looks like he's keeping a little far back after that one touchdown. They gave him too much space, but then that leaves one-on-one coverage over here with our other 2 receivers. Cato off the screen.
Yeah,
He's gonna
Cato
run.
making
He's gonna hit the gap.
Cato, and
Oh.
it falls at the 40-yard line. Cato gets tripped up, tried to keep his feet, but an absolutely fantastic call by the Jesuit offense as they get Cato open on the outside. Block set up. Cato breaks the tackle, and he gains about 13 yards there for the Cubs.
Great job by Philip Cato hitting that little gap there. Seaholm were trying to converge on him. He split him right through. If he didn't slip up, he was probably gone for a touchdown.
Yeah, Cato has been absolutely fantastic for the Cubs this year. He can break tackles like it's nothing. But now Carter back to take the snap.
Dual back set here for the Cubs. Oh,
And
flag.
It looks like it might be a false start on the Cubs, which will push them back 5 yards. It was a false start. Illegal procedure is the call. And that was on number 77 for the Cubs, who is Maurice Amaker.
Yeah, he's a junior.
Yeah, many call him Mo in the school. He's a known guy playing on the offensive line. But now Carter back
Here
to
we go,
take
1st and 15.
yet another snap from the shotgun. 1st and 15, like Michael said. Carter putting Cato in motion, and as a little flip over to Cato, blocks up on the outside. Cato breaks another tackle. He's still going, but he is dropped at the 39-yard line.
That's probably one of the best 4 or 5 yard gains I've ever seen.
Yes, man. I mean, he can really break some tackles. He's been doing this all year.
He gets going fast. He got that sweep, and he was gone.
Yeah, once he gets downhill, Cato is definitely hard to stop. He's built up, and he is definitely a weapon for this UAD offense. And, you know, Dakari Gilkey probably still has some energy in him, too, and he is another very scary back that the Cubs have.
Yeah, great backfield here for the Cubs. As long as the receiving core offense as a whole is looking really great. And Anwar Carter with time. He's going to throw.
Yeah, and that is caught by, it looks like, it is caught by Jordan Hearns, number 10 for the Cubs, who was a big factor in their season last year. One of his only maybe 3 touches this whole year since the Cubs have gone such great. Oh, it looks like there was a flag here.
Well, Cubs are going back second. It looks like they
Holding.
packed themselves up back to where they started.
Yeah, holding on the offense. Not what you want to see for the Cubs right there, getting another flag. I know Coach Lewis is not happy about that, but
You know what? We got such an explosive offense here at U of D. I think that Elijah Dodson gets loose out there. Anwar Carter can obviously throw the ball a decently long way. Get it out there, I think, in some space. One of our receivers will make a play.
Yeah, I want to see Carter throw one deep to Dotson here. I'm not going to lie.
That'd be pretty sweet. I think he could burn both of those guys.
I
He's
think he could just jump over them, to be
looking
honest.
like double coverage over there, and it is.
Yeah, but it looks
He's
like
gonna
he's
loft
going to
it.
loft it up and way out of play for Dotson. Dotson running like a little fake corner post, trying to get open. He looked like he could have been open, but Carter just a little too much.
Looked a little hesitant, though, running from Dotson. He looked kind of like he was running into that trap of two players there. I think if you gave him a little more time, Carter obviously had to throw that early, but a little more time there, I think he breaks.
Yeah,
breaks
I think Carter was really just looking at Dotson right off the snap. Right when he touched the ball, he's looking Dotson all the way.
Eyes never left him.
Yeah, Dotson had two defenders on him, which, if you got two guys right in front, you got to pick which way to go, and it looks like maybe Carter just didn't know exactly what Dotson was going to do there. But now Carter back to take the snap, putting Dotson in motion. A flip over to Dotson.
He's got speed.
He's got speed on the outside. He's trying to make a move, but he is... he's still
up.
Dotson's still up. He looked like he might have been able to kick that around, but now he's dropped at the 30. If he reverse fields there, he might have had a chance to get back. But
tough play there, but granted, it was an absolutely huge first down you need to get to. You're looking at 15 yards, 20 yards there for the first down. Just run a safe play. If you get it, you get it. If not, punt the ball away. Be confident in your defense here. Seaholm has not shown they can really do anything explosive here.
Yeah. And now the Cubs out to punt with Kevin Whitlow back again. I don't think I've seen him punt this year, so I do not know if he can actually punt the ball. We know he can kick the ball. Let's hope he can punt the ball as he's back to take it. And a very, very, very solid punt over the head of the Seaholm receiver, and it is down by Tyler Bolosh, number 12 for the Cubs. And a pretty solid punt out of Whitlow as the ball is down at around the 26 or 27-yard line.
Very solid punt there by Whitlow. Here we go. 38 seconds left here in the first quarter. Cubs up 7-0. Ball on the 30-yard line. Seaholm, let's see if they stick to their running game. Most likely they will. We all know they will. There's no way they will.
Yeah, it looks like ball is actually on the 23-yard line.
Oh, they changed it up.
Miscommunication there by the scoreboard. But 23-yard line, for the Cubs, 1st and 10. Seaholm's offense back out there with Colton Kinney to take the snap.
Defensive line little out of shuffle here.
Yeah, now Kinney is going to keep it himself and flip it in a fumble, but jumped on by, and it looks like
Seaholm jumped on the ball.
Yeah, Seaholm definitely jumped on the ball. He got absolutely blown up on the flip pass that Kinney threw over to him.
It's number 4, Alejandro Roth, came in for the nice little fumble recovery there. Great awareness to hop on that ball.
Very good awareness to hop on that. That could have been another bad situation in the same exact field position where they fumbled it before. That would have been very disappointing for Seaholm there, but they jump on the ball.
Like I said before, they can keep their ball security up, but it seems like 2 fumbles here in the first. Oh, here we go. End of the first quarter here. 7-0 Cubs.
All right, now the Cubs back on defense. Seaholm on offense. Colton Kinney to take the snap, and he kicks it way out again, falling over. And number 4 for Seaholm.
That's Jasir tossing his block.
Yeah, and a good pickup of yards there for the Maples.
This U of D team has no shortage of energy. On every tackle, you see a group of celebrations after.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they did just get a first down there, but it is all right. Seaholm now at the 33-yard line, 1st and 10. And now Kinney back to take another snap with his brother Grandin Kinney right behind him at the running back spot. Kinney puts him in motion, handoff to Grandin up the middle, and stuffed right at the 37-yard line by the Cubs. Fantastic job. Looks like Dotson coming down all the way from safety just to tackle him there.
Yeah, Cubs defense really just swallowing the ball up. They got Zach Green, big body up front, stuffing up the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, now Colton Kinney back to take another snap. But there is a timeout called by Seaholm. Looks like the Seaholm Maples could not get the play off. Didn't really know what they called on the play there. And now timeout. We'll be back with you in a sec. And now the Maples back out for another snap here. It is 2nd and 9 for them here. And Colton Kinney back again to take another snap. And he looks like he hands it off towards
Right up.
And Marquise Sagnaw getting in there and dropping him.
And it's 7-0 as the Cubs lead. 10 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Seaholm lines up again to take the snap.
Yeah, 3rd and 1 here for Seaholm. They're running the ball. I'll predict that right now that they are going to run the ball.
Everyone knows it.
Let's see what they want to do to run the ball. It looks like they try to draw the Cubs offside, but unsuccessful in that. And it looks like Kinney's going to take it himself, and he looks like he did not get it.
That's Qasim Gozik flying in there and wrapping up the legs.
It looks like the Cubs might have just stopped the Maples. Looks like the Cubs did stop the Maples. But no, they're going to signal a first down.
Qasim, another young player on the Cubs team. Started as a sophomore last year, now just a junior. Another leader on the defense for them.
Yeah, and that's kind of questionable there from the refs if they wanted to give Seaholm that first down there. It did not look like it, to be honest. And now Kinney back to take the snap. Kinney is going to keep it himself to the outside, and it looks like he gained a couple of yards there. Kinney keeping it himself, something we see about 30 times a game from the Maples offense.
That's Jordan Hearns on the tackle. Another junior now getting talked to by the ref. Not sure what he did wrong
Maybe
there,
he
but
celebrated a little bit too much, but it's another player I did not mention that plays both sides of the ball, Jordan Hearns. And now Colton Kinney back to take another snap for the Maples. And he is going to take the snap, and he's going to actually throw the ball, and looks like Jasir over there.
And there's a fumble.
Jasir knocking the ball out of his hands, but it looks like the ball went flying out of bounds. Jasir Rahman with a beautiful tackle on the one-on-one coverage. And he does now owe me... And now he does owe me $10 for a completion being caught on him. And the Maples pick up 4 yards on that after fumbling the ball way out of bounds. Fantastic tackle by Jasir there. And that is the first thrown ball we have seen from the Maples today. And now Kinney back again to take the snap. Kinney's going to snap it, hand it off to Grandin Kinney up the middle, and he gains.
It's going to be a 4th down coming up.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a 4th down. He maybe gained a yard there.
Looks like 4th and about 2.
Yeah, 4th and 2 yards for the Maples here. And I do not think they want the punt team out there, do they?
Seaholm's sad representation of a student section slowly trickling in.
Yeah, and now the Cubs have a huge stop that they will need here. They're in. If they can get a stop here, the momentum is all on the Cubs, but it is 4th and 2. Cubs definitely guessing run, and it looks like Colton Kinney is going to dive and get it, I think the refs are saying.
They do get the first down there. Still 7-0. Cubs lead with 7 minutes and 55 seconds left in the second.
Yeah, and now 1st and 10 for the Maples. Cubs defense looking a little bit tired right here. Looking like they're not defending the run as well as they should be in this game right now. But now, yet again, Colton Kinney back to take the snap. Putting a man in motion and keeping it himself, but he is swarmed but dropped for a gain of 0, maybe 1. Kinney getting dropped around the 45 or 44 yard line. Fantastic job by the Cubs defense to get in there and drop Kinney before he can get his momentum moving forward.
You think U of D would have a pretty good run-stopping game considering they've got 2 all-Catholic linebackers. D1 Zach Green up front, Marquise coming off the edge.
Yeah, they do have some very, very big guys up front. A lot of tall guys, big guys, and that's what you really want on your defensive line. And now Kinney back to take the snap. He's going to keep it himself, flip it outside, and a good block and a...
Elijah Dotson with lowering the shoulder.
Yeah, Dotson making another great tackle. And that is just what he does, is make an impact on every play. Dotson dropping him. And now 3rd down for the Maples after that flea flicker backwards. And now 3rd and 4 for the Maples here as Kinney back out along with his brother behind him. And now the Maples actually lining up 2 receivers for one of the first times this game. But I'm guessing they're running the ball. And now Kinney's going to hand it off. No, he kicks it outside, but is absolutely stuffed by the U of D defense, holding him to nothing. And it looks like Marquise, or it looks like Tyler Bolash might have been in on that tackle, the lead tackle, and then getting help from the rest of his Cubs to push him backwards. And let's see. And Seaholm out to punt the ball on 4th down. Yes, Seaholm punting the ball here on 4th down. They're not going to go for it again, but you know who we have in the backfield, Elijah Dotson, one of the scariest kick returners in all of Michigan. And he is only a junior, racking up multiple offers. And here, Seaholm, it is a timeout on the Cubs. And we will be right back to you as Seaholm punts the ball off after this timeout. Now the Maples back out to punt the ball after the timeout, and Dotson back to receive the ball.
You got to wonder if they're going to give Dotson a shot here to return it.
I mean, the kicker does not kick the ball very far at all. and he's going to kick it straight out of bounds. No
Yeah,
surprise there. Looks like,
almost goes over the fence.
yeah, he would have just sent that one onto the street if he got a little more height on that. No chance for Dotson to return it. They know what happened to them last year when they kicked the ball to Dotson. But now the Cubs offense back on the field with 5 minutes and 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Cubs up 7-0. Not a lot of scoring here to start this game off, but now Anwar Carter back out for his third drive of the game for this Cubs offense. One leading with a touchdown, one leading with the Cubs having to punt the ball. But Carter, we know, can turn it around real fast with a couple big plays out of his running backs and his receivers.
Carter can also run the ball. We haven't seen him do that much this game.
No, but now Carter's going to throw the screen to Dotson. Dotson breaking a tackle. Dotson breaking two more tackles. Dotson has a one-on-one on the outside. Dotson cutting back again. Dotson cutting back again. Dotson might go to the crib. He looks like he's running out of breath here. But Dotson all the way to the outside and touchdown Elijah Dotson. We have seen that so many times that Dotson has ran around the entire field, but oh no, there's a flag all the way back at the line of scrimmage. Oh no, not what you want for the Cubs.
Elijah Dotson, though, showing why he's one of the highest Raiders receivers in his class.
Yeah, he did absolutely fantastic there, but it looks like the Cubs are going to be all the way back down the field. I know Dotson is out of breath, and he is mad that they did not get that.
The Seaholm parents seemed ecstatic. Like
yeah, Seaholm parents
right
chanting,
there.
"You can't do that," to the student section of the Cubs, and the Cubs are getting feisty over there. Yeah, and it is a offensive flag on the play by the Cubs. Not what you want after Dotson uses all of his energy to get down the field, absolutely making the Seaholm defense look foolish, getting away from about 6 tackles there and running down the whole field with no one catching him. But unfortunately, it looks like the Cubs are going to be all the way back out on offense again. All the way back where they started, but 5 yards deeper than what they started at.
Just a thin rope really dividing the two student sections. Don't want to see any rowdy behavior down there.
Yeah.
Touchdown, though. Getting called back kind of takes the wind out of the sails. The Cubs now, and we're winding up to pass. Throws it to Linus Gauman, who gets hit as he makes the catch.
Yeah, fantastic job for Gauman.
Down at about the 29.
Yeah, Gauman with a great completion there, catching the ball over the middle. Linus Gauman getting another catch, his first of this game. I think maybe only second or third this whole season, and we know he can definitely make an impact. All these receivers can make an impact for the Cubs, and a great job by Carter there. And now it is 3rd and 1 for the Cubs. I am not going to be surprised if they run the ball here with Cato in the backfield and that big offensive line that they have. And now, yes, Cato's going to run the ball, and he's definitely got the first down. Cato dropped at about the 30-yard line.
Jacob Bellinger, another young player, just a junior on this offensive line, received his first D1 offer last week from Marshall. He's definitely another one of those players who's got the size.
Yeah, for sure. And all these offensive linemen on the Cubs can get it done along. They got Dylan Watkins up there, Alan Frazier, some very, very...
Matt Blajetsky rocking the arm sleeve.
Yeah, some very, very good weapons up front. And now Gilkey in motion. Carter is going to keep it himself, though, and Carter gets about 2 yards on the keeper by Carter up the middle. 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8 now for the Cubs.
Someone's mom's happy down in the Seaholm student section.
Yeah, the Seaholm parents are just kind of known at this point for just being all rowdy. During the baseball season, the Cubs defeated the Maples in the regional semifinal game, and it was an absolute barn burner. The parents were getting mad. It was not a good sight, and it looks like it translates to football. And now Carter rolling out and throwing the ball down, and it is received
by Jordan
Hearns. It looks like he just came out of nowhere and caught that ball laying out, and Hearns is going to get the first down for the Cubs as they move the ball up on the field. Fantastic play for the Cubs there.
With that touchdown getting called back, though, still 7-0. Cubs up with 2 minutes left in the half.
Yeah, 2 minutes and 26 seconds left to go here.
I'm sure Coach Lewis would have liked to put a couple more scores on the board.
I mean, he still does have a chance as time's going down in the second quarter. But now Carter back to take the snap. He snaps it, hands it off to Gilkey. Gilkey kicking it right up the middle, and he's pushed forward for a couple
fumbled.
yards,
The
but he
ball
was
is out.
fumbled.
Seaholm says they have it.
It looks like he fumbled when he already fell on the ground. As we can see from up here, it looks like he was down way before he fumbled the ball. And it is second down Cubs. Yes, Gilkey drops the ball as he falls down on the ground, and it pops out. Obviously, that's a dead ball right when his elbows or knees touch the ground. And now the Cubs have a 2nd and 2, it looks like, with great field positioning. They're about at the 50-yard line here with Carter back to take another snap. Gilkey in the backfield with him. Carter takes the snap. Carter looking to his right, throws the ball over the middle to Dotson, and Dotson taking a hit, coming down with the ball, and he catches it at the 25-yard line. Dotson doing what he does, getting a one-on-one coverage, running a slant, and receiving the ball while taking contact. Dotson is so good at that.
And with a little Teddy Bridgewater 2 gloves.
Yeah, and now what do the Cubs do here? They have a minute and 25 counting down here with Carter to take the snap. Now Carter takes the snap, hands it off to Gilkey. Gilkey kicking it way out, breaks the tackle, and he is in for a touchdown. Dakari Gilkey putting the game untouched, breaking a tackle on the outside, and Gilkey kicking it way out, doing what he does. Cubs now up 13-0 with an extra point still to happen for the Cubs. Fantastic play call by Coach Lewis. 1st and 10, run the ball, get the ball upfield, but Gilkey breaks out. Fantastic protection by the offensive line, setting up all those blocks. Receivers doing a great job. Gilkey making a move, breaking a tackle, and getting into the end zone. And now Kevin Whitlow, a fantastic kicker to kick the extra point for the Cubs as Gauman holds the ball to him.
Tyler Bolash out there to long snap. Just playing all sides of the ball today.
Yeah, and now Whitlow is going to pin it down the middle. I am not surprised. Connor, are you surprised that Kevin Whitlow has hit another extra point?
I'm not going to lie. I did not know who he was before the season started, but he's become a household name in UOD football.
Yeah, he is just probably one of the greatest kickers to ever touch this UOD offense.
UOD was really lacking a kicker last season.
Yeah, last year they
Liam
had
McGrail stepping in last minute, coming over from the soccer team.
Yeah, and Whitlow also a soccer player. That's why he's got such a good leg on him. Not big in size at all, but he can definitely kick the ball hard, that is for sure.
He's going to be out there to kick the kickoff now.
Yeah, with a minute and 11 seconds left in the second quarter, the Cubs are up 14-0 on the Maples right now. And if you are Seaholm's offense, what do you want to do with a minute and 11 seconds left, Connor?
Probably just bite my tongue, run the ball a couple times, then make sure U of D doesn't get the ball back in their hands.
I mean, yeah, the Maples, if they really want to stay in this game, which I assume they do, that's why they're playing here, they will need to throw the football or just maybe get lucky on a run, because they have been stuffed on the run all day.
If I'm Coach DeWald, I'm not sure if I'm going to trust my secondary and quarterback to make plays against U of D's corners and safeties flying around the field.
Yeah, but you know Kinney's got an arm, baseball player. He's very big too. They can just run the ball. If they decide to throw the ball, which they did a couple times last game against Bloomfield Hills, when they throw the ball, they throw touchdowns because no one's ready for it. But it looks like a flag on, I'm guessing, on the kickoff team for the Cubs, and that's going to back Whitlow up.
Looks like
illegal procedure on the Cubs.
Jasir might have left a little bit early there.
Yeah, and now kicking off from the 35-yard line, their own 35, instead of their own 40-yard line. So backing Whitlow up 5 yards, sorry. But Whitlow can definitely go end zone or could go 35 to end zone. Either way.
Yeah, U of D definitely, a lot of their players who returned had this game circled on their
Oh,
calendar.
for sure. I mean, we had this game circled on the calendar. Last year was such a great game going into overtime. Unfortunately, the Cubs did not come out with the win, but it was such a good game to watch, and it looks like the Cubs are in full control to start this game against Seaholm, as Whitlow is now going to kick the ball off again.
Do you think he could reach the end zone from here?
I think so. Whitlow to kick the ball, and he kicks it down to the 5-yard line, received by Seaholm, and it looks like he's
he breaks
breaking
it.
out.
He's up the middle.
He looks like he's up the middle, but he's getting
chased
hawked down and brought
Dragged
down.
down at about the 25.
Dragged down at the 25-yard line. That's exactly what the Maples needed, as there's a minute left. Absolutely fantastic return by the Maples. They're getting them, looks like, back into the game. They're having a lot of energy on the sidelines after that return. It's probably the biggest play of this game that they've had by far. Most yards they've gained on one drive, and it was only in one play. And now the Maples and Colin Kinney back out there. And for Seaholm, do you throw the ball here with a minute left? Or they have 2 timeouts to work with, and they are going to snap the ball, and Colin Kinney is going to keep it himself, but he trips and falls and gains a yard. Colin Kinney trips and falls untouched.
They really have all the time in the world here with that kick return, bringing him down to about the 20.
And it looks like Seaholm has taken a timeout after that.
Stopping
will
the
be
clock with
right-
about 50 seconds left in the second
Yes,
half.
and we will be right back in a second. And Maple's timeout has expired, and they get back onto the field. And it is 50 seconds left here in the second quarter. The Maples on the Cubs 24-yard line, as Kinney hands it off to the outside, and he is dropped at the 15-yard line. Looks like Cato might have gone in there and tripped him up. And it is a first down for the Maples. Seaholm takes their third and final timeout, and we will be back to you in a second. And now Seaholm timeout expired again, their last timeout, and it is actually 3rd and 1. The Cubs on defense need a stop here. A stop is necessary for the Cubs here. And it looks like Seaholm's going to pass the ball. Pass is deflected.
Throws.
Marquise Sagnaw getting the pressure on him. One of the captains of this Cubs defense getting in there, breaking up the pass on Colton Kinney.
Zach Green hitting him hard as he throws.
I'm pretty sure it's Marquise getting in there to...
Marquise tipped the ball, but Zach is the one who took the quarterback down.
Yeah, very, very fantastic job by the Cubs there. It looks like they actually might have had a receiver open on the right side, but now the Maples out to kick a field goal here to get the game to 14-3. But they do need to make this, the Cubs lining up, hoping to block this kick. And timeout, Coach Lewis icing the Seaholm kicker. Smart play by Coach Lewis there.
He's going to be kicking from the right hash here.
Yeah, crossbody kick is obviously not easy.
A little fader right into the sun.
Yeah, sun is also playing a factor. He's balls down at the 15-yard line, and he has 25 yards he needs to carry this ball to get it through the uprights. I mean, he's obviously a decent kicker, as we've seen on kickoffs. Let's see what he can do here on the field goal. But the Cubs, it would be huge for the Cubs here to come up with a stop at their own 15-yard line as the Seaholm, or as the UAD timeout expires. Everyone back onto the field. The Seaholm's kicker taking his steps, getting ready to kick this ball after being iced by Coach Lewis.
The student section now giving him some chance.
And he pins it. Barely pins it. That is definitely his max range of kick right there. That was about a 25-yard field goal that he looks like he almost tipped it off the bottom of the crossbar. Not a fantastic kick, but whatever works to get your points you can do. And it is now 14-3. The U of D Jesuit Cubs beating the Seaholm Maples with 34 seconds left to go in the second quarter. And the Cubs will be receiving ball in the third quarter as they kicked off the ball to start the game.
Cubs have a chance here, and you got to wonder if they're going to let these dangerous returners back there take it. Not just Elijah, but with Phil and DC back there, there's three people who can take this back to the house.
Yeah, and honestly, Cato and Gilkey are obviously very, very, very talented backs, but we want Dotson to get this ball in the kickoff all the time. Dotson is the scariest kick returner, punt returner in the entire state. Just very, very athletic. He has very good vision, seeing where his blockers are, seeing what moves he can make, and his explosive speed obviously helps that very much to get away from these Seaholm defenders. And the Maples now out to kick the ball off to the Cubs. And what the Maples are doing on their punts is they are kicking it out of bounds to deny Dotson the chance to return a punt. So you can obviously not do that on a kickoff if you kick it out of bounds.
Noah Hunter, number 30 up there to block.
And now Maples kicking the ball off. And it's a very, very high kick over to Cato as he receives it. Muffs the kick. Cato muffs the kick. And it looks like Cato might have recovered it.
Looks like it bounced right into one of the Seaholm players' hands, but I think he dropped it too, just not expecting it.
Yeah, Cato getting very lucky right there. Oh, Cato's slow to get up. Cato holding his leg into the sky. He might have cramped, though. It looks like they're stretching his calf or leg out as Dotson holds his leg.
Hassan, the new trainer, jogs out there.
Yeah, Hassan has been an absolute beast for the Cubs in every sport, showing up to every game and making sure all the players are in tip-top shape. And yeah, it looks like Cato might have just got a calf cramp. Yeah, and that's Cato now going to just walk off that calf cramp. Obviously, when you're out here, it's hot out. You're playing football. He's on the field every single play. He has to drop fast. Muscles aren't prepared for that, and he cramps up. But now Cato going to jog to the sideline. Glad he is okay after a very scary play there from the Cubs, dropping that ball. But Cato, being smart, sees he drops it, obviously, and gets that ball right back.
You know, hydration's half the game out here, really, battling
it really
this heat.
is. Yeah, especially on these turf fields, and that heat is very, very effective. And now the Cubs just going to kneel the ball and send the Cubs to the locker room as time winds out here in the second quarter. The Cubs jogging off the field. Maples going off the field. Cubs up 14-3 as they go into the third quarter when we get back.
All right, here we go. Back for the second half. U of D is up 14-3. Seaholm will be kicking off to U of D. Elijah Dotson deep. Connor, what do you think the Cubs need to keep up here in the second half?
I think they just got to keep getting the balls to their playmakers. Elijah Dotson, Jordan Hearns has been a solid target on offense. Good hands, and then just keep giving it to the dual backfield of Philip Cato and Kari Gilkey.
Yeah, that dual backfield isn't really killing. They go with that
Squib kick.
high squib kick here, and
Fair catch.
Seaholm has recovered it. It's going to be going the other way.
They're saying he didn't touch it, but I don't know. I'm not sure it matters. It's past 10 yards.
The referee is signaling Seaholm way.
Just because the receiver called fair catch there doesn't mean he can't get hit.
We'll wait from the call. Referees are going to huddle here. As of right now, Seaholm has the ball at U of D's 38-yard line.
Not exactly what the Cubs needed out of halftime.
No, I don't want to, but here's the huddle for the referees. Here's the deciding factor at who's going to get the ball to start this half.
Cubs really just gave up all their momentum there.
Seaholm is coming out striking, though, with that onside kick. Beautifully executed, though. It was a high, lofted it over into the gap.
The past couple of years, though, UD's defense has been the real fire starter for this team, getting them back in all the games. So I think they're trusted pretty well here to keep them in it, not get too down on themselves.
I do not doubt the U of D defense here if they are back on the field. Still discussing here for the referee. Here comes the ref for the main call.
Coach Lewis now all the way on the field.
U of D ball.
U of D ball, the fair catch did make the difference. Coach DeWald is not happy at the ref. He seems in disbelief at the rule book.
Yes, well, there was a fair catch called.
Fair catch, I think Noah Hunter with the fair catch there. Did get hit too, so I think that might be the turning factor.
I think that's what they said. It was a long discussion there. They thought, they're back in the huddle again. Obviously, I don't think they can reverse this call now.
I mean, I do think that he caught the ball after or before Noah got hit, but refs might not have seen that.
It's tough play there. Everything's happening so fast at once, but the Cubs do sneak away with that one. They will start the ball at their own 40-yard line here. Or, sorry, their own
like 43.
43-yard line here.
Dante Banks, another young receiver. He hasn't gotten many looks, just with Elijah being the other receiver in his class, taking up so much attention.
You have so many receivers here for U of D there with Hearns, Gauman, and then Banks, and then Dotson on the outsides. Obviously, your big target. I wouldn't be surprised here if, Seaholm, again, it looks like there's one-on-one coverage outside with Elijah Dotson there and Mark Carter. It looks like Philip Cato in the backfield.
Looks like Seaholm's playing the run here.
It's going to be around the middle. Cato's going to be tripped up, hit at the line almost instantly. It looks like a gain of 3 or 4 yards here for U of D.
Yeah, you got to wonder if Phillips probably going to break one sometime soon if they just keep feeding him the ball.
Absolutely explosive runner there. We saw him break away a couple times in the first half for 5-10-yard gains there.
Phillip, last game against Oak Park, having 4 touchdowns, 1 on defense.
Just a massive game for him, obviously. Here we go. Anwar, single back set. Looks like Philip Cato will be back there. Anwar's going to take the snap. Elijah Dotson on the outside, one-on-one coverage, looks like. He's going to throw a screen pass here. Out for the wide. Big pancake block by Linus Gauman.
Linus flexing on his person after.
He sent that man flying.
Good thing the refs didn't see that one. That could be called for unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, you never know after that nice little fair catch call that we snuck away with. All right, go back again. Cato's in the backfield again. And we're calling a play. Looks like a similar sight here. They have double coverage on Elijah Dotson on the outside. Linus Gauman in the slot, safety middle.
U of D going no huddle for most of the night.
Yes, up-tempo pace, kind of trying to get Seaholm off guard. They're looking for the pace. Anwar Carter with the screen. Not screen.
Read option.
Draw.
Anwar takes it up the middle.
Interesting play there. It looked like Cato had a chance on the outside to break one. I think Anwar running up the middle there wasn't the smartest choice.
It's going to be, Anwar did get the first down there.
First down Cubs, 14-3, 10:35 here left in the third quarter. Cubs driving. Knocking on the door here, Seaholm's 39-yard line. Anwar Carter with Philip Cato in the backfield. Linus Gauman on the outside, Dotson on the other side. They're going to run the ball here. Cato's going to shove off a tackle, shove off another one. He's going to keep going. What a run by Philip Cato.
Falling forward pretty much the whole time.
He broke good 2-3 tackles there in that 9-yard run, it looks like, for Philip Cato. Very nice game there for the Cubs.
2nd and 3 now. Cubs have just been driving down the field ever since this kickoff that no one really knew what happened, but Cubs came up with the ball.
Here we go. Anwar Carter, Cato in the backfield. Wouldn't be surprised to give it to him again. Drops back and pass. Looks left. Thrown. Caught. Heard. He's going to get tackled right away there at the 20-yard line. U of D will get the first down there. They'll move the chains. Hearn with his...
That's Dante
Oh, that's
Banks.
Dante Banks. Sorry, it looked like a 10 to me.
It
It looked like a 10. Dante Banks there.
Cubs rocking their new black jerseys.
They look absolutely sweet. Blackout for the student section. Blackout on the field. Here we go. Anwar Carter in the backfield again with Philip Cato. Cato's been running pretty explosively all night. Wouldn't be surprised if they gave it to him here on first down. Let him get a couple yards. But it looks like they got Elijah. They got Elijah in the... He's not out there.
Up the
They get
middle.
Cato
Philip
breaks
Cato
free. Philip Cato breaks free. That is a touchdown.
Outruns
Cubs.
the Seaholm
That is a
defender.
touchdown.
Philip Cato.
20-yard rushing touchdown for Philip Cato there.
You can see all the cameras in the back of the end zone.
Absolutely explosive running back. Takes it all the way. Lining up for the extra point. Snap, hold, kick on the way. Is good.
Cubs now out to kick off again. Yeah.
They're going to kick off here. Seaholm struggling. It is 21-3 here. 8:59 left here in the third quarter. U of D's been kind of keeping control of the pace the entire night, have not slowed down.
Cubs media day just happened too. They were all ready for this game talking about it. They wanted those edits out quick.
Yes, they did come out with the surprise of the black jerseys, though nobody knew about it. They were telling us today that they had a surprise for us. Get to the field today and they're rocking all black unis.
Yeah. Paul Terrio missing from the line of photographers this game.
Bring him in as a transfer. He can't even show up.
Said he had bigger and better things to do. The parents are now, looks like they seem to be chirping the students a little bit as they're getting into it down there.
I think these Seaholm parents need to put in check. Clearly, sore loses here, 21-3.
Our very own broadcaster, JJ Shack, getting yelled at by the parents. This Cooper going to attack them.
Here we go.
Out to kick off. Student section's now hyper than ever with the jolt of energy. 21-3 for the Cubs with 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Deep kick fielded on the goal line. He's returning it.
Smoked.
Gets stopped short of the 20 at about the 16.
Here comes Seaholm's offense. Now, they've been pretty slow today. Ball security has been an issue. They fumbled earlier in the first half.
Fumbled twice. One of them went out of bounds. They recovered the other.
Oh, 3 times then, because they had 2 recoveries. One of them. So ball security is definitely in question here for Seaholm. Obviously, they have their running offense. They do not like to pass the ball. Although they are down 21-3, which means that they cannot take their slow pace. They need points, and they need them now.
U of D does have the size on them, so these boys probably aren't used to getting hit like that in practice.
No, I will say our defensive line a little beefed up here. Zach Green, obviously, was out for most of the year last year with a, I believe it was an ACL injury.
I think so.
Back now, he's absolutely he's great defensive player.
Ranked top 25 in his class.
Big play for Seaholm here. They're going to go from about the 16-yard line to the 30-yard line. Little 14-yard gain. It's the first time Seaholm's running game has really broken away today. They've really been kind of slow on the ground. Not much action, but there they finally got a big pickup about 16 yards.
You know, this defense has really just been rock solid all year for the Cubs.
Here we go, Seaholm. 2 wide receivers out. First time we've seen that in a while here. I'm going to guess run, though. They're in their set motion over 21. He's going to check.
Zach Green back there as soon as the ball snapped.
Yeah, he was met right at the line. That's almost no gain there. Probably only 1 or 2 yards, if any.
Zach almost took down the quarterback and the running back there.
Smoked and broke right through that line. He's a very big dude, and he can move. All right, here we go. Seaholm winding up. They're back to their 1 wide receiver out set.
Tyler Bolash at linebacker with Cossum.
Do their motion. He's going to keep it. He's going to pitch it out. He's going to cut through. Tackle by the Cubs at the 39-yard line. I believe that's a gain of 9 yards.
Number 9 with the tackle there. Cossum goes it.
Here we go. Colton Kinney to take the snap. It's going to go right forward here on the QB sneak, just trying to get that 1 yard for the first down. And they do execute. Seaholm will move the chains.
4 more downs for Seaholm with 7 minutes left in the third quarter.
21-3 Cubs. Clock is moving. Seaholm is going to take their time back here. Colton Kinney trying to get the play.
I think Finn is another sophomore down on the line right there. Or a junior now. U of D with some last minute changes at the defensive line.
Colton Kinney about to take the snap here. His brother in the backfield. He's going to take the handoff here. Oh, never mind. Misdirection out to the right. About a 6-yard gain here for the Maples.
It's another tackle for Cossum.
Although U of D's defense here is making them have those 3-4 play first downs. They're not letting them get that explosive play off, which is huge. Letting them kill their own clock almost.
I'm sorry, that was Nolan Hakeem on the stop there.
Here we go. Kinney take a snap. Kinney again in the backfield. Misdirection here. Colton Kinney keeps it. He's going to be stuffed right away, about only a gain of 3 yards. Could be enough for a first down. Nope, he is short by about 2 yards. He's mad about something. They're arguing with the ref. 5 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. Just 21-3 U of D. Third down here. The Maples need to move the chains here. They got to keep moving. They got to move fast. They need multiple scores here, and only 5 minutes left of this quarter, 12 in the next. And that's saying that U of D does not come right back and score.
Safety's flying downfield. Elijah with the hit. Helps DC bring him all the way down.
I will say, I've seen our corners and safeties hit.
Seaholm's running back is down. He did get hit in the back from Elijah there. It was a clean tackle.
Elijah lit him up. He sent him flying. Now, he looks pretty frail out there, pretty skinny man, but he has lit some people up.
He gets up on his own, tries to walk it off. His trainers get there. I think he might have just got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, this is part of a 2-back set here for Seaholm. Kinney obviously there, and that is what I believe Sean Emerson that was down there on the hit. He is on the sideline, hunched over. He's either lost his wind or something bad has happened to him.
Seaholm's water boy going to work there. Really
Yes.
just supporting.
Now that leaves the way for Grandin Kenny to come back and be the main back here for Seaholm until possibly Sean Emerson catches his breath. Colton Kenny on the snap.
You got to wonder if this is going to make Seaholm throw, losing one of their main running backs.
Exactly. They can't dual option here, but they're going to stick to it. Colton Kenny's going to keep it up the middle. It's a big play there.
He's met by 2 Cubs and goes down hard.
Probably 7 or 8 yards. The only thing I will say the Cubs are doing is they're laying the body tonight. There is no easy tackle for Seaholm.
Looks like about 2nd and 1.
Seaholm's had to kind of be scared going into every tackle here. Obviously, their running back just got lit up. They've had multiple times throughout the game where they have been hit very hard by the Cubs secondary, so I'd watch out here for any signs of fatigue.
4 minutes and 45 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Motion 11 out left. Grandin Kenny is going to get it for about a 2-yard gain up the middle here.
Seaholm's back to their normal offense. Not really taking any shots here. Just running the ball, chipping away at the Cubs. Gets another first down, though.
It's a little confusing here, though. I mean, they've taken about 5 minutes on this drive here.
I think they've only stopped the Cubs' offense 1 time. Maybe twice. So
I
I'm
think
not
it's
sure.
once. They punted once.
Not sure this approach is the one they need to be taking.
No, and obviously I don't know their wide receiver talent here at Seaholm, and they've had a great running game in years past, but there's no point here. You're down 18 points. You need points fast. I mean, and you got to give a chance for U of D. If they do score, you got to score right back at them.
There's 2 yards on the carry there.
You're looking at our 3rd down and what's probably going to be around 8 or 7 yards. 21-3 here. Seaholm is entering deep into U of D's territory at U of D's 28-yard line.
Seaholm calls a timeout, I think. Looks like Coach Lewis might be the one who called it. He's walking all the way out. I think he has something to
Elijah
say to
Dotson
the
is
rest.
down.
It appears he's just cramping. He seems fine. He's talking to the refs.
Yeah, he's fine. He's just got a little cramp here. Obviously, they're on the play. He's on the field almost every play of the game. I mean, he had one play earlier where he ran 80 yards. It's a little injury timeout here. Stretching out Elijah Dotson.
3 minutes and 45 seconds left in the third period. Cubs 21.
Cubs 21, Maples 3 here in the third quarter. Elijah Dotson is walking off the field under his own power here. He's fine. He's smiling. He's giving thumbs up at the refs. Defense takes the field back against the Maples.
Cubs parents are clapping as they know just how huge he is in the Cubs offense here.
He's a staple. I wouldn't be surprised they could run the ball with Cato a couple times and maybe give him as much time to rest as he possibly needs here.
Well, I think Seaholm's probably got another 20 to 25 plays before they get in the end zone here. That's a false start on Seaholm. Flag down. Number 21 jumping off sides. Kyle Robbins there. Looks like he left early.
Yes, Kyle Robbins. Colton Kinney is now back on the ref. Oh, no, it's his own coach, sorry. He was on the ref a couple times earlier.
Now it's about 2nd and 9 again.
Again, the Maples are really only known for running the football. If U of D can just get a big stop here, might force him to throw it. Colton Kinney does have some sort of an arm, as mentioned earlier by... Oh, handoff to... pitch out wide. He's stuffed at the line.
Swallowed
He's going
by
nowhere.
The Cubs. DC and Cossum are the first ones in there.
Kyle Robbins went absolutely nowhere just after jumping off sides. Tries to hop back and contribute, and he's unable to do so.
It's going to be a long 3rd down here for Seaholm.
Seaholm actually lost a yard on that play. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
You're got to be thinking pass here from the Maple Leafs, but you never know with them.
Well, earlier in the game, we said that they were thinking pass, and they run a pitch play. They're probably going to roll out Kenny.
That's one of the farthest passes they have in their offense.
Yes.
A good pitch.
They're going to roll out Kenny here is my guess, give him an option to throw, but he'll most likely tuck the ball and run.
One receiver out wide. Cubs leaving him one-on-one. They trust their DBs.
Motion again. They run the ball.
Get it off up the middle.
Stuffed.
He's going to be down. It's looking like it's going to be a long fourth down. Probably 4th and 5.
Oh, number 55 here for Seaholm shaking up. Blake Baldner is hopping off the field. He is very injured.
He's coming back on.
I don't know what he's doing. He is hobbling everywhere.
Oh, he's calling punt. Throws the gloves to the sideline.
I don't think they're punting here, Connor. They're going for a field goal.
This is an interesting choice, seeing as he barely drilled the 25-yarder.
I was seeing him nail from the 40-yard line in warm-ups, though, so we will see.
Well, this is probably going to be about a 45-yarder. It's up.
And it is short.
Short. No
Short.
good.
He missed it by about a good 3-4 yards there.
That ball looked good in the air, and then it kind of just hit a wall and died.
Yes. Perfect spin on the ball. Just didn't have the leg to get it there. I guess if you are Seaholm there, you try to take the points.
That kick right there made the Cubs hold their breaths.
21-3 here, minute 55 left in the third quarter. U of D will be back with the ball. Anwar Carter obviously going back out. They're trying to work another drive down there.
Seaholm sideline looking a little deflated now, knowing they really needed to put some points on the board right out of the half.
I have seen some less parent action here. There's not been as much yelling as there was in the first half.
Not much to yell about for them.
No, I think they kind of got quieted a little bit after that little scuffle.
Looks like Elijah Dotson is not out there on the field.
No, but I mean, as of right now, you have 3 solid receivers for the Cubs. Gauman.
Anwar signaling, look like it's a pass play. We got Johan out there at slot.
Johan at slot. We go Dante Banks on the outside. One-on-one coverage here. Banks on Nation. Oh, they're just going to run the ball up the middle. With the Kari Gilkey. Gilkey will get a gain about 2 yards.
Alan Frazier looked like he got a little tripped up on that play as he fell forward for blocking no one, just a little bit past everyone.
All right, U of D here, 2nd and 10 after a no gain on first down. Gilkey is still the back.
Matt Blaze at center, having good snaps all night.
Yes, here we go. The arm sleeve, I think, is really making the difference.
I think it's keeping him warm.
Anwar Carter changed the glove, I believe, to
Dante Banks with the reception gets swallowed up as soon as he caught.
immediately. I believe that is number 21, Kyle Robbins on the tackle for Seaholm.
Short. Oh, probably about 3rd and 5 now for the Cubs. They're marking him back farther.
It is 3rd and 5 for the Cubs here, indeed. 59 seconds left here, entering the final minute. Gilkey is coming back. Cato's still not yet to be seen. Dotson is yet to be seen.
The Cubs in their own 26-yard line. Now going single back for one of the few times tonight.
Motion out Gilkey. He's going to
Empty
look left. He's going to throw left. Dante Banks.
Oh.
Right into his hands, but he was unable to keep hold of the football.
Could be a quick 3 and out for the Cubs. Looks like they're going to send on the punt team.
That's disappointing from Dante Banks there. Great throw by Anwar Carter, making the read, watching him cut. You know what? It happens.
Dante's a better receiver than that. Looks like Jitter just got the best of him. He saw green space.
Yeah, you know what? It happens. Great receiver. He'll make the next one for sure. Let me come back out here to punt. Kevin Whitlow to punt. He had a great punt earlier in the game. Seaholm guy is kind of disrespecting him here on this return.
A nice punt.
Oh, it's going to hop his head. It's going to keep going. What a punt here from Kevin Whitlow.
Gotta love the hustle there by Tyler Bolash, the long snapper. First one down there every time.
We're done. And that is a punt from the U of D 26-yard line all the way to Seaholm's 21-yard line there. They're going to have the full field to work with. And again, Seaholm's does not have a high-powered offense here. They're running with about a running play. I think they've thrown, one ball all game?
Yeah.
And it was a screen pass?
Didn't really go anywhere either.
No.
So, 17 seconds left in the third quarter.
Times are desperate for Seaholm. Will we see them start to launch the ball more?
They've probably got 1 or 2 plays left in this quarter.
That depends on if they run or throw. Here we go. Kenny to take the snap. Motion 21 outright. They're just going to run the ball here.
He's going to try and hurdle someone. Really just
Looks
goes
like-
up and comes right down.
Looks like gain about 8 yards there for Seaholm, and that's gonna take us probably to the end of the third quarter here.
Nolan Hakeem tripping him up there.
End of the third quarter here at U of D. Cubs are up 21-3 against the Maples.
I'll be signing off for tonight. It's been Connor Laidlaw. See you
Great
next
night,
year.
Connor.
Next week.
Welcome back here. Seaholm taking their time. We're about to start the fourth quarter here. JJ Sheck has joined us back in the booth.
Yeah, back up here again. After getting into it with a couple parents, we are finally back.
They are bad though.
They are bad. Yeah,
I mean-
not what you want, not the atmosphere you want.
No,
Especially if you're losing and you're still talking is always the worst.
it just makes you look worse and worse.
Yeah.
But hey, let them talk. They're embarrassing themselves out here. Oh my
Exactly.
God, a pass play.
Pass play.
Oh my God. Oh, he got blown up.
Got blown up. Linus Gelman.
Linus got with an
blows
absolute
him up.
massive hit.
Seaholm asking for a flag, but there is clearly no flag on that play.
He had the ball in his hands. Linus came in and threw it.
That might be one of the best tackles we're going to see all season out of Gelman right there.
And that was Seaholm's number 21, Kyle Robbins, getting clobbered on that play.
Yeah, table topped.
Seaholm-
Right when he touches the ball, Linus just perfect timing, blows him up.
Seaholm's opened up their playbook. It looks like they're throwing the ball more than
Yep.
2 yards.
They threw the ball a little bit downfield. It did not work. So I'm guessing run here. Michael, what do you think?
I think they're going to go back to the run, although Kenny did just look out to the right. Nope.
Yeah, he's going to keep it a Selpa, flick it back. Edge is set, and getting in there
That's number 11, Jack Lewis.
Tyler
on the run.
Bolosh. I think Tyler Bolosh just got flagged for maybe pushing him a tiny bit off the top of him. Tyler Bolosh gets in for the tackle and then immediately gets flagged.
What's the ref going to say here?
Unsportsmanlike on Bolosh.
That's what it's looking like. Yep, number 12, Tyler Bolosh, unsportsmanlike conduct. That'll move the Maples forward.
Yeah, and for the Cubs there, when you get a stop on a 3-yard run and then you do something like that to get a flag thrown is not what you want from an offense or from a defensive side of the ball. Now you're giving Seaholm a first down and you're giving them another opportunity to go down the field. But I know Bolosh will learn from that mistake. That will not happen again.
You know, I'd love to say that the Cubs are going to force an interception here, but that's very unlikely.
Yeah, if they throw the ball.
Oh my God, he drops back
he
to
drops
pass.
back to pass the ball.
He's going to launch it up. Linus
Launches
Galman.
it up. And
It's pass interference on
pass
Linus
interference
Galman.
on Linus.
He did grab his shoulder a little early.
Yeah, I mean,
Colton Kinney targeting number 9 for Seaholm, Lewis Sullivan. And they're going to move the ball all the way down to where Linus Galman.
I think it's half the distance of where Linus touched the ball.
Oh, I don't know. U of D was lining up back there. What are they calling here? I'm confused.
Yeah, it looks like they're moving the ball all the way down.
Oh, the ref
Ref
just
just-
nailed number 5. Nick. No, that's Brock Hartwig with the football.
And now they're moving the ball back down again. Gauman, who got targeted earlier in this game, gets targeted again, but this time having defensive pass interference, which allows the Maples now for another first down further down the field.
No, I think if Galman was rocking white gloves, he doesn't get called there.
Yeah, I think so.
I think the black gloves
Yeah.
showed it.
The black gloves definitely showed his hand on the shoulder. Gets the flag drawn, and now Kinney's going to take it but flip it back again. And
Great tackle.
yeah, fantastic tackle by the Cubs there.
That was number 53, Nolan Hakeem on the tackle.
Yeah, fantastic job by the Cubs there. And now a 2nd and 8 for the Maples.
You know, we have seen Colton Kinney throw it 2 times in one drive, JJ. That's very
that
rare.
is very, very rare. You do not see that out of the Maples a lot, but that is what they did. And now 2nd and 8 with 10 minutes and 35 seconds left to go. Cubs up 21-3 here in the 4th quarter as the game is getting to the end. The Maples are needing to push this ball down the field.
Clock is ticking on Seaholm here. They don't have much time, and they need about 3 scores here to get back into the
Yeah.
game. Colton Kinney keeps it on the keeper.
Colton,
Keep it for what, about 4 yards?
I'd say about 4 yards as it's now 3rd down. And another run play for the Maples, and it looks to be around 3rd and maybe 4.
That's 3rd and... That's not right.
No, it's going to be about 3rd
3rd and 4.
4. Yeah, so the Maples in need of at least 3 yards here because they have to go for it on 4th down this late in the
A
game.
field goal is no help to the Maples here.
No, 3 possessions down is not good. But now the Maples with Kinney leading them to take the snap.
With U of D's high-powered offense tonight. Oh, there's a whistle.
Timeout, Maples.
Timeout. That is massive.
Yeah, there goes 1 timeout for the Maples.
That is not what they needed. There was a miscommunication between Kinney and the coach.
Yeah. For the Maples, using that timeout there is going to be vital. It could prove to be vital later in this game, as if it gets close to that point that they need to hurry up and they're running out of timeouts, that timeout that they just used could be very, very, very,
very crucial.
Yes.
I'm interested to see what happens next drive with the U of D with Elijah Dotson. Obviously, he went down earlier with a little cramp. We have not seen him since. The Cubs went 4 and out without him on the field. Or 3 and out, sorry, without him on the field.
I'm pretty sure he actually came right back out.
Is he back out
later.
on defense
Yeah,
right now? He's back out on defense. Great to see him back out there.
Yeah, you know he wasn't going to be out long.
Can't miss the green mouth guard.
Yeah, Cubs did everything in their power to get Dotson back out on that field as soon as possible with the impact that he makes on every play.
Just sear up. I'd look for a little blitz here.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like any receivers are out wide.
No, this is for sure a run play unless number 9 for Seaholm cuts out, but that's about all I'm seeing here. 3-yard gain. They're going to trust the run.
And Kinney's going to take it himself to the outside and power forward.
And he looks like he's going to get the first down.
Yeah, it looks like... Oh, did they mark him short?
No, I think they have it. Did they mark him? Yep, they mark. First down here for Seaholm. Seaholm's creeping back down, but last time we said that they got stuffed. So we'll see here for the Cubs. Have great defense inside their own end today, only allowing 3 points this entire game as we are in the 4th quarter. It is 21-3 U of D.
Yeah, so first down now for the Maples. 1st and 10. 9 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Still down 18 points.
There's a wide receiver on the outside.
Yeah, and that's Jasir guarding him out there. And it looks like
I did see a flinch for Seaholm's running back, number 21.
false start on number 21, Kyle Robbins.
I believe if they call him. Action number 5 for Seaholm.
Yeah, that is not what you want to see at this point, is getting a legal procedure
No, they're
to
looking
back
at
you back up again.
Bursts at 15 with their running offense here at U of D's 37-yard line.
Yeah, holding with 3 yards every play you get off the field.
Yeah, this is exactly what you're going to do here.
You see Dotson still stretching out that leg just a second ago. But now Seaholm back out on offense, 1st and 15 with 8 minutes 45 seconds to go in the 4th.
They do throw a wide receiver. Number 9 for Seaholm is out wide.
Yeah, but you know Jasir is a very, very good corner.
She's watching the
And
drop.
Kinney's going to do a little misdirection, and U of D stuffs him at around the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 2 yards there.
Yeah, maybe only
Maples.
2. Now, I'm interested to see what happened to Seaholm's running back number 22, Emerson, as he has not been back in the game after his injury about a quarter or two ago.
Yeah, it didn't look good. He looked like he got the wind knocked out of him or something. He came off the field, slammed his helmet. But now the Maples 2nd and 13, 8 minutes to go in the 4th down, 18. But they hand it off to the outside. And the Maples pick up about 5 or 6 there. Kyle Robbins with the carry.
Kyle Robbins with the carry. Now we're looking here at U of D staying strong, letting Seaholm kind of burn the clock for them.
Yeah, that run offense does not work well at all if you're trying to hurry up.
No, we talked about fatigue earlier. I think it's really hard for a lot of these players to fatigue because most of your players doing the work are your guys on that line and linebacker spot, which aren't your two-way players.
Exactly.
You have Elijah Dotson back there, and you have Phil Cato back there, but they really are just dropping back into that coverage spot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you'll see Dotson come in and crash down and get a couple tackles for sure.
He's gotten a couple today.
And now Kinney throws the ball, and it is caught over the middle.
Again, another big hit by Elijah Dotson there, but about 7 yards on that play probably.
Yeah, Colton, definitely if he throws the ball, he can throw the ball, that's for sure.
He can throw it. I'm actually surprised they haven't thrown it more. I know they kind of live for their run game here at Seaholm, but...
Yeah, I mean, the throw's obviously working pretty well. The only time there's really been an incompletion is when Linus blew up the hit, but now Kinney is going to get absolutely swarmed. Marquise Sagnia, the captain of the team, one of the 5 captains, he's going to get in there instantly. Marquise
standing at 6'5", he's an absolute huge man here on the defensive line for the Cubs, and he gets right in there in Kenny's face and takes him down.
And that's exactly why colleges are looking at Marquise, rounding up those no Division I offers yet, but he has many Division III and II offers off of his size. A 6'5" linebacker off the edge with speed, built up body, and he just gets to Kinney so fast.
Now, if he stays healthy this entire year, this could be a big year for him and really improve his stock going into his possible college career.
Yeah, and now Kinney back out. Same formation that you see all the time.
I'm going to expect a run here.
And now Kinney going to do his little flea flicker outside.
Taken right down. That went nowhere.
Yeah, fantastic tackle by the Cubs. And a gain of maybe 2 there. That flea flicker has not worked that often,
now,
as much as it did last year, that's for sure.
JJ, I'd hate to try and call it, but if they don't call a pass play here, I think I'd be shocked.
Yeah.
It's 3rd and 17.
Yeah, 3rd and 17 from the Cubs' 24-yard line. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game. And a touchdown is needed.
Interesting formation here. Seaholm's going to waste another timeout.
Yeah, Seaholm with another timeout.
Very unlikely here for Seaholm to get any momentum going as it is 21-3 with about 5:23 left here in the 4th quarter. Seaholm's yet to score a touchdown. Their kicker has missed a field goal and made a field goal. We'll be right back after the timeout is over. Back here from timeout, Seaholm has the ball on U of D's 29-yard line. It is 3rd and 17.
Yeah, and 5 minutes, 23 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
Two wide receivers out wide.
Yeah, I am going to guess pass here, and it is a pass. Colton Kinney looking maybe to keep it, but he throws it across his body.
Oh! Almost picked off.
Yeah, that was Jasir over there on the coverage, jumped way early, tipped it off the top of his fingertips, and fortunately the Seaholm receiver could not come down with that just because of the deflection by Jasir.
The Seaholm receiver did kind of Jace Lugar did kind of, I don't know, he kind of tried to swat it down, it almost seemed like, after he saw Jasir's hands get near it.
Yeah.
If he stayed calm, he probably could have made the catch.
Yeah, but it did. Jasir had such a good position on that ball. It was not a good ball at all that it looked like an interception from all over the stands.
Yes, it was not a good ball from Kinney.
Yeah, now 4th and 17 for the Maples, and Emerson, number 22 for the Maples, is back in. Glad to see he is doing okay.
No receivers out wide, though.
Yeah, I'm still going to guess
Motion
they're passing.
He's
They're
gonna
definitely
fake
passing.
roll out.
He's looking over the middle, and
poke it up.
Dakari Gilkey, reading Colton Kinney's eyes like a book, guarding Emerson on the far right, reads Kinney's pass, switches who he's defending, and breaks up the ball. And
Great read there by Gilkey, able to hop in there, break up the pass. UofD's able to force a turnover on downs and almost seal this game.
Yeah, I mean, Gilkey with just absolutely phenomenal coverage right there. It looked like he was in a zone. He was shading towards Emerson, looks at Kinney, sees Kinney's throwing the ball to a guy that he's not even that close to, switches directions, and breaks the ball up, and Seaholm fans are leaving the stands.
They are done. They talked a lot for getting almost held touchdownless here.
They are held touchdownless.
Well,
so
no,
far.
I have to say almost because there's still
Knock
5
on
minutes
wood.
left.
So the Cubs now with 5 minutes to go. 1st and 10 for them. They're up 21-3, and a fumble. And a fumble.
Picked up.
And a fumble.
Seaholm is going to have the ball out around. Oh, he's down. Number 21 is down for Seaholm. It looks like he's grabbing his leg. Down at the 9-yard line, Philip Cato with the fumble. And he's cramped up. Is that Cato or Dotson that's
It
cramped
looks
up
like
again?
it's.
That looks like Dotson cramped
It looks
up
like
again.
Dotson is cramped up again.
That's not a good look here for U of D. One of your premier players is down stretching his calf.
Yeah.
Does not look like any serious damage has been done, but
Yeah, it looks to be that same exact area that he just cramped in like just a little bit ago, earlier in the 3rd quarter, and he's down again, cramping, getting water. Hassan obviously out there to help him again.
Coach Lewis speaking with the ref.
Yeah, I mean, you really just got to secure the ball. I think that was Cato that took the snap, and it was a good snap, and he just lost it.
Good snap, clean handoff. It just seemed like when Carter put the ball into Cato's hands, he never really got a good grasp on it. Took a couple steps, and that ball was out, sitting there.
Yeah.
Very good hustle, though, by Elijah Dotson to get back and tackle him right before he went in the end zone.
Yeah, and then landing, cramping, but
As we know, Seaholm has struggled to get the ball in the end zone with their offense today.
yeah, but
He's up, but he's cramped, or I can't tell what is going on with Elijah Dotson.
He's definitely cramped. The same exact spot as last time he cramped. He's going to have Hassan and the athletic director, Kostas, help him over there. But the Maples now are on the Cubs' 8-yard line in perfect field position after turning the ball over. That's a blessing for the Maples right now.
5:05 here left to play. 21-3 U of D. Seaholm knocking on the door after a fumble recovery at the 9-yard line.
And I'm calling run.
Or I think they might go run and then kind of set the tone with the run. I'd look out for a rollout pass here. U of D would not expect it.
Yeah, and it looks like there's a flag on
Was before the play start.
Seaholm, another illegal procedure, or also a false start. And 5 yards down the field, it is going to be a 1st and goal from the 13-yard line.
Seaholm's offense really blowing it here. Their defense could not have given them better field position on that play, and yet they're already bringing themselves back to the 14.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't on a forced error, though, by the Cubs. No defensive pressure for Cato. He just drops the ball. But now Seaholm's going to pitch it way outside and pick up maybe 4 yards there.
Now, it is 1st and goal, so there will be no first downs here. Only touchdowns
Yes.
for Seaholm.
Touchdowns or field goals, but they do not need a
They do
field goal.
not need a
as
field
there's
goal right now.
4 minutes and 45 seconds left to go with the Cubs still up 18 after a unforced fumble by Cato on the Cubs offense.
Seaholm fans sending in prayers here as they are on back to where they started here at the 9-yard line. 8-yard line, sorry.
Yeah, Kinney back to take the snap again. Kinney hands it off. No, he pitches it out on his little outside pitch again. And the Cubs stop him maybe a yard short of
I think
the
he's
end
about
zone.
2 yards short there.
Yeah, about 1 or 2 yards. And it is it is 4th and goal from the Cubs' 2-yard line.
Third and goal. It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and 2.
It is 3rd and goal from the Cubs.
The penalty set him back.
Yeah, from
See-
the Cubs.
Seaholm fans standing up here, hoping for their team to get one in. They're going to make the motion. They're going to.
Yeah,
Cole
Kinney's
Kenny's
just
gonna
going to
walk
walk
in.
in.
He had zero pressure there, and he just waltzed in. Seaholm getting their first touchdown of the game here with 3:46 left in the game. It is 21-9. Will they go for 2 here? There's really no point.
Yeah, they got their kicker out there.
Yes.
I mean, make it 21-10, and then you got 11 more points to score. You need the Cubs to just.
They need a mistake here from the Cubs.
Yeah.
I think that they might run Gilkey. He's been a pretty sure-handed running back this game. Cato, although a very solid running back, has had his struggles today with holding on to the football.
And
He missed it left. Oh,
field goal is good.
I question-
Extra point is good.
I question the ref's decision there. That one looked left. That one looked very left.
Ref's got a little bit better of a view than
Nah,
here.
my view up here is pretty good. I think that missed left.
And the Cubs now just need to hold on to the ball. Seaholm's probably going to try to do some onside kick. Don't give the ball to Dotson, even though he's cramping up. There's still.
I don't think he's back on the sideline yet. Is he? Is he still over there?
I would assume he's going to be out there for kickoff.
If he can, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'm U of D here. If I risk my Elijah Dotson out there right now, you have enough star power at wide receiver. I think you're fine enough. The only issue and question mark becomes on defense because he's such a high-powered hitter for his size.
Yeah, it looks to me like.
Seaholm, though, with only one timeout here, they don't have much time-wise to work with their slow-paced offense.
With a 2-possession game and you have this type of offense, you do not want to be using timeouts like they did. They only have 1 timeout to go. And it looks like the quarterback, Anwar Carter, is going to be out there on the kickoff team.
Kickoff team? Oh, he's our punt returner, or kick returner.
Yeah, he is out as our kick returner.
He does have speed.
Yeah, he has speed, but he is also our starting quarterback.
This is a questionable call here,
Very
but
questionable. I mean, they are going for an onside kick right here, though. It looks like.
Which is probably why he's out there.
Yeah. If I were the Cubs, just don't touch the ball, right?
Oh, my God. Yes, he got the ball.
Bolash is very scary, but he lands on the ball.
Tyler
It looks
Bolash.
like Bolash risking it all there. And
Great
obviously,
hands team play.
Yeah, when Bolash covers that ball up, it's not getting out. A big linebacker. And Bolash risking it, putting his hand out there, but getting the play. Yeah. I mean, if Bolash doesn't touch that there's a chance that Seaholm recovers that.
I think it's almost for sure Seaholm gets it. They had 2 guys right behind him.
And Bolash looks like he just reached in front of both of them, long arms, and just took it back for UAD. That would have been a very, very, very unfortunate play if UAD did not recover there. But
yes.
Obviously now Cato is not out on the field after that fumble, and Gilkey is playing back now.
Gilkey will be running here. Green gloves, keeping it safe.
Yeah, I'm assuming we will see Cato back on the field, though.
Oh, for sure later on the drive. I don't think you can leave him out.
Yeah, it's
Too good of a running back.
Too good of a running back to leave out for this long.
Here comes Gilkey up the middle. He gets slaughtered at the line.
Yeah, Gilkey might have lost a yard there.
Here comes the issue, though, for Seaholm. Like we said earlier, they only have 1 timeout here. They really can't stop the clock.
Nope.
And they need a fast score, so their only hope really is that U of D goes 3 and out here. They get the ball back, they score in a timely manner, get an onside kick, and then are able to score in another timely manner. That's really their only hope.
Yeah, and Dotson is still not out on the field. I don't know exactly where he is, if we can locate him, but he is still not out at his usual wide out.
Not seen him on the sideline as of yet. Looking for that green mouth guard with his build, and I do not see it as of right now.
He is not out there right now, but another handoff to Gilkey.
Gilkey's going to... There's a flag thrown here. It's a big call here. Let's be on U of D or Seaholm. It looks like it's going to be a holding call on U of D. And number 10, Hearns.
Yeah, and the line obviously not happy with Hearns telling him, got to focus up here. We can't have that.
No, we can't have that as it's 21-10. That's also a stopped clock.
Yeah, but 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go.
It will be 2nd and 21 for the Cubs coming in here. 2nd and 21 for the Cubs from their own 39-yard line. Anwar has the play. He's coming back. Gauman on the outside.
Yeah.
Looking for that play. Looks like Dante Banks on the outside. On the other side.
Yeah, still waiting to see. I see Dotson. Looks like he's still kind of limping around on the outside, but Carter's going to take it himself and gain maybe 3 yards on the carry. And now it is 3rd down for the Cubs here.
Big 3rd down here. Will they throw it? Because if they throw it, then you risk a possible stopped clock. If you run it, you will get another 30, 40 seconds off of that clock before you kick it back to Seaholm.
Yeah, I
don't see the point in throwing it here.
Time is chewing down with 1 minute and 45 seconds to play here in the 4th quarter. You would be still up 11, but
the thing is, though, does Seaholm waste their timeout now? Seaholm
that
could
is
run
a
the
very
ball.
good question.
You waste the timeout, then your plan kind of shifts. I think they're just going to run the ball with Gilkey
they are
here.
going to run the ball with Gilkey.
He's going to
but
take it
Gilkey's
outside.
Gonna kick it outside. Gilkey
He's
getting
gonna
good
keep
blocks. Gilkey gets the first down, and he's going.
On the sideline. He's on the 30.
And Johan Lewis down to block for Gilkey.
5,
Gilkey.
touchdown, USD!
Gilkey on 3rd and 18. Houses it.
From his own 41-yard line, he takes it all the way.
Dakari Gilkey breaking many tackles, and the block set up by the offensive line and by the receivers of the Cubs were fantastic. And Dakari Gilkey uses his speed and makes it all the way down the field for a touchdown. Cubs have now most definitely secured this game as it is 27-10 with 1 minute 23 left to go in this game. About to be 28-10 if Kevin Whitlow makes this extra point.
Great play by Gilkey there, reversing the field, taking that space he had on the left, had the speed on Seaholm's corners, were able to take it outside. Great blocks by everybody.
Yeah, and now Whitlow, another extra point is good. 28-10, Cubs with 1 minute 23 left to go. The Cubs up 18. That is 3 possessions with 1 minute 20 seconds left to go. Everyone get the confetti out. Student section leaving for Seaholm.
Seaholm's parents been awfully quiet this half.
They've been awfully quiet since first touchdown scored by UD.
Yeah, that one kind of took all hope they had away.
Yeah, and the Cubs just playing an absolutely fantastic game, especially compared to the game that they played against Seaholm last year, where they lost in overtime. The Cubs were hungry. This game was circled on the calendar since last season. Whenever they got their schedule, the Cubs knew they need to come out here and show these Maples what they can do.
Now a lot more firepower for U of D on offense and defense this year. Obviously emerging Elijah Dotson helped out today with a touchdown. But Dakari Gilkey had 2 touchdowns, a big run there.
Yeah, fantastic game from Dakari Gilkey, playing both sides of the ball. Playing a running back and defensive back is not an easy thing to do with how much the Cubs would hand the ball off to him, but he manages to do it, and he played a fantastic game today, along with the blocking of the offensive line of the Cubs. Fantastic.
And how about that rush for U of D, getting there
Yeah.
twice? Marquise has been in in the face of Seaholm the entire
defensive
night.
line has been phenomenal for the Cubs. I mean, we saw it against Oak Park with like the 5-6 sacks they had. And that line we knew would be a very, very big factor to stop the Maples run game, and they showed out today as Whitlow is back to kick the ball off again.
This young U of D team looking to take another big W to start the season here, looking to go 2-0, and it looks like Gilkey put the dagger in there. There's no doubt about it. Seaholm's got almost no chance. I'd be surprised if they threw the ball here. I mean, they haven't all game.
It looks like the Cubs just took a timeout on the kickoff. It looks like they had no idea what they were doing on the kickoff.
Linus looked confused over here on the right side. He was talking to what looked like Coach Lewis.
Yeah,
Lewis
Coach
doesn't
Lewis
want
is-
him. Lewis looking a little angry for being up
Oh,
28
Jasir.
to 10. Jasir running over there.
Yeah, Jasir was walking back to his spot as the team is huddling. Coach Lewis screaming down the field, and Coach Lewis looks very mad in the huddle right now.
He did call a timeout
Yeah.
indeed, though. U of D has the timeouts to burn. 1:23 left here in the game. Cubs are up 28 to 10. Seaholm has very little chance of mounting a comeback here. They need a miracle here. Couple Hail Marys being thrown up here by the fans.
Yeah,
I mean, that's all they can do at this point.
yeah, I mean. And now Whitlow, an absolute line drive kick.
Boot kick. Oh,
Muffed by the receiver and dropped at the
27.
about the 27. Yes, a decent return from the Seaholm kick returner after the ball hopped up into his chest, fielded it, ran for a couple good yards, and now the Cubs defense back out with a minute 16 left to play in this game, up 18.
Well, there's really no hope for Seaholm. They need 3 scores here, and
And I mean a Hail Mary and a complete onside kick, another Hail Mary, and then another complete onside kick, and they could maybe bring this game back to their place.
But like we said earlier, they don't really pass the ball, so getting that ball down the field, they're going to
Yeah.
go 2 receivers out wide. We haven't seen that much today. I'm going to guess that it's probably just going to be a run play here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to risk
I mean-
anything injury-wise here. They're just going to get this game over with and move on to the next one.
Yeah, they're just going to chew the clock here. I mean, there's really no hope here. It looks like they got their backup quarterback in for the Maples, trying to locate, see if Colin Kinney is actually not in the game right now. But yeah, as we said, the Maples offense was held to a standstill. Not what you want to see coming out here against a team that you really need to beat. And as
Stuffed
the,
again.
Yeah, quarterback tries to carry it himself.
Tyler Bowash meets him at the line.
Yeah, and now
30 seconds here. Time winding down.
looks like Deion Allen is checking into the game for the first time today, number 7 for the Cubs. See if he can get one playoff. I'd like to see a tackle out of him here.
Deion Allen go for the tackle. I'd love to see it. Love to see it. Let's see if he can get it. I don't know if they're going to get a playoff here.
Yeah, I think they're going to run one more play. I mean,
Might
why not?
might be a pass. Why not?
Yeah, maybe throw the ball with the backup quarterback.
See what he can do for
see
next
what
year.
he can do. But they are just going to run the ball up the middle and get dropped, and the Cubs have now blown out the Maples 28 to 10.
It has been 28 to 10. The student section's going wild, waving goodbye. The Maples will go home after a devastating 28 to 10 loss. They really got nothing going offensively the whole night. U of D stifled them on defense
Yeah,
and came up big on offense.
fantastic game by the Cubs defense. The offense was just moving down the field whenever they wanted. Dakari Gilkey, fantastic game. And thank you guys for watching very much. This is
Yes.
JJ Sheck,
This is Michael Schuback,
and thank you.
and thank you. We'll see you next time.